Everyone thinks modern online scams are new. They're catastrophically wrong. The digital age certainly amplified the reach of fraud, but the core mechanics of convincing someone to send money for a promised, larger reward, that's a playbook centuries old. Its most notorious ancestor, the Spanish prisoner letter. For nearly 500 years, this particular confidence trick exploited human greed, empathy, and a universal desire for sudden fortune. It began in the era of sailing ships and secret messages, evolving with every new communication technology. The premise was simple, yet devastatingly effective. A letter would arrive, often from a seemingly reputable source, detailing a desperate situation. Typically, a wealthy, influential person was imprisoned in Spain, hence the name. This prisoner, a nobleman, a wealthy merchant, a high-ranking official, was said to possess an immense fortune hidden away or an inheritance awaiting release. But to free them or access the wealth, a small sum was needed. This initial request was always framed as an urgent necessity: bribe a guard, pay a lawyer, cover travel expenses. A small advanced fee, promised to be repaid many times over once the prisoner was free and their fortunes secured. The earliest documented instances trace back to the 16th century, though the exact genesis is shrouded in the mists of oral tradition. By the 19th century, with improved postal services, these letters became a widespread menace. One famous example involved a British gentleman in the 1870 who lost a considerable sum believing he was helping a Spanish countess imprisoned in Seville. The letters were meticulously crafted, full of convincing details. The scam preyed on a potent cocktail of human vulnerabilities. Greed, certainly, but also a sense of adventure, a desire to be the hero, or simply a belief in the inherent goodness of helping someone in distress. The Spanish prisoner often had a beautiful daughter or a loyal associate involved, adding another layer of emotional manipulation. They would write secondary letters, corroborating the story, building trust. And the promise of immense reward wasn't just money. It was often a share of a hidden treasure, a lost will, or even a marriage to the grateful, wealthy daughter. The stakes were always high, the potential payoff life-changing. As the 20th century dawned, the Spanish prisoner adapted. The prisoner might now be a diplomat, a wealthy industrialist, or even a relative, trapped by a coup or political upheaval in a distant, exotic land. The method of contact shifted from snail mail to telegrams, then faxes, and eventually the internet. Each technological leap offered fraudsters new avenues and a wider net to cast, always maintaining that core appeal. The notorious 419 scam, or Nigerian prince letter, is a direct descendant. The core narrative remains identical: a vast fortune, temporarily inaccessible, requiring a small advance fee to unlock it, promising a huge return. The psychology is timeless. The scammer creates an urgent, high-stakes situation, isolates the victim, and then leverages perceived authority or insider knowledge. They build a narrative that feels exclusive and secretive. And when the victim sends money, there's always another unforeseen complication requiring just a little more. A processing fee, a tax, a bribe for another official. The well poisoning continues until the victim runs dry. Authorities across centuries have issued warnings. Newspapers in the 1800s carried advisories. Police departments today still combat its modern iterations. Yet, the scam persists, ensnaring new victims daily. The Spanish prisoner isn't just a historical curiosity, it's a living testament to the unchanging aspects of human nature. Our aspirations for wealth, our willingness to believe, and our susceptibility to a compelling story. Understanding its origins helps us recognize its current forms, whether it's a distress call from a friend stranded abroad or a lottery win from a foreign country. The details change, but the core deception endures. The best defense against these advanced fee frauds, then and now, remains a healthy dose of skepticism. If a deal sounds too good to be true, especially one requiring money up front, It almost certainly is. Explore another historical swindle that redefined financial markets by clicking here.